Okay, so I know you see two square roots. The only one that we can undo right now is this one. So that's what we're going to focus on. So to undo a square root, and you know this is a square root because there's no number in the check mark. So we are going to square both sides. So last class they asked me, why is that both in squared? Why is that squared? Because it's a quantity. You guys, 2 minus the square root of x is one number. It's going to end up being one number, so you have to square it. It's unlike this one where everything is underneath the square root. So this one undoes the square root. So we'll be left with x minus 12. This one, however, means you need two of them. So we are multiplying 2 minus the square root of x times 2 minus the square root of x. So we're going to FOIL it. We're going to multiply first, outer, inner, last. So we're going to multiply the 2 and the 2. So what is 2 times 2? Okay. Then we're going to multiply 2 times negative square root of x. You guys, since 2 is doesn't have a square root and the x does, you just put the 2 in front of the square root. So it'd be 2 square root of x. Now we're going to start with this negative square root of x. Negative square root of x times 2 is minus 2 square roots of x. You guys remember, always put that whole number in front of the square root. And now what is the square? So negative square root of x times negative square root of x is? Yep, positive square root of x squared. Now we're going to combine like terms. So I have x minus 12 equals 4. Negative 2x and negative 2 square root of x minus 2 square root of x is negative 4 square root of x. And then what is the square root of x squared? What is it? It is x. So now we're down to that one square root, right? So now our job is to get that square root by itself. So I'm going to move the x those cancel out. Okay. Now, what do you think I need to move next? The 4 or the negative 4? The 4. So, if it's positive 4, when I move it, what does it become? What is negative 12 minus negative 4? Okay, we're gonna divide by negative 4. And we're going to get what? 4 equals the square root of x. We finally got the square root by itself. Now, what do we have to do? Now it becomes like an example 1. So what do we have to do now? We have to square both sides. Okay. What do we have to do?
Check.
You guys, it is really important that you check it because not all answers you get are answers. So we're going to take 16 and we're going to plug it into this equation, okay? So where you see the x, I'm going to put a 16. Where you see this x, I'm going to put a 16. So I'm going to write the square root of 16 minus 12. should equal 2 minus the square root of 16. So I'm gonna remove this and put my check up, okay? Do you guys have that written down? Okay. 16 minus 12. What's 16 minus 12? What is the square root of 4? 2, okay? What is the square root of 16? What's the square root of 16? 4. What is 2 minus 4? What? Negative 2. Does 2 equal negative 2? 16 is not a solution. There is no real solution. 16 would have been a solution. If it would have worked, 16 would have worked. But because 16 doesn't work, there is no real solution. So in this unit, where before I would take I's, we're not going to have I's in our answers. Yes? Are there any other questions?